great team win. I know that gets used a lot, but we played really well on both sides of the ball. All three sides of the ball, and I thought there's some. There could have been a whole lot of here we go again after the first play of the second half, and offense. We shot ourselves in the foot on one drive there at the end of the first half, and then it's the first time in my career we get another 9-yard run on first down, and our running back gets a personal foul for getting up too hard off the ground, was what was explained to me. And so we got ourselves out of field goal range there too. So we squandered 2 opportunities there at the end of the first half, and then come out and give up the long bomb to start the second half. And there could have been a lot of here we go again on the sideline, and there wasn't. These guys were dialed in. They were focused. They knew that our best was good enough, that we didn't need any Herculean effort. We didn't need the other team to screw it up. That's a really good football team, really good. They don't get enough credit for how good they are on defense, but I think if you look at the numbers and that 6-game winning streak they had, their defense played lights out, and they finished the year 13th in tackles for loss, and I think 23rd or 24th in sacks. That's a really good defense, and then obviously that offense is unbelievable. And I thought for the most part we played well defensively, turned it over, scored on defense twice with a unbelievable run by Anthony Wheeler. Had some great blocks, and then obviously the safety. I credit that safety to our fans. I want to thank them for showing up en masse and making this feel like a home game, because when Missouri had the football, it was loud, and it was very difficult for them. I think they had 3 false starts, and then obviously the snap where the quarterback wasn't ready that resulted into a safety. So hats off to our fans. You scored points for us. That's pretty cool. But couldn't be prouder of this senior class. They were the glue that held this up and down season together, because I think they knew what was ahead for this program, and they wanted to make sure that they left their mark on this next chapter of Texas football, and they did. From the defensive lineman of the year in Poona Ford to Antoine Davis and the late season run that he had to Nashawn Hughes being a captain and leading this team, and I know I'm forgetting a bunch, but just this senior class deserves a lot of credit for this win and giving us the momentum that we very, very much need heading into 2018. Questions?
Tom, from the beginning, Big 12 Media Day all the way through, this whole season has been about teaching these guys how to win.
Yeah.
And just, can you overstate the importance of getting the losing streak monkey off y'all's back?
No, you can't overstate it. It's really important for these guys to call themselves a winner, to walk around their hometowns here for the next couple of weeks on Christmas break, knowing that they had a winning season and they won the Texas Bowl championship. And again, it wasn't going to be life or death. I mean, we would have been just fine next year, but this was a big step forward.
Tom, the first winning season since 2013, first bowl wins, and about that same time period. It's been a while since this school has been able to kind of get to that next level. You say it's not do or die, but it is a big swing game in some ways, just going from 7-6 to 6-7. How critical can this be toward getting to that next step with this team and with this program?
I think it's anytime you can get confidence, give confidence to a fragile group of guys. That's big. That's big. To know that we came in here and we beat an SEC team that had won 6 straight ball games and held one of the best offenses in the country, the best offense in the country the second half of the season, to, 16 points or something like that, and 4 turnovers. I mean, they should be proud, and they should have confidence going in to this offseason that, with another year of development and a year of continuity and a year of consistency, and then, add in some of these newcomers that are extremely talented and extremely competitive. I think it gives us a lot of hope, but the confidence part of it is the biggest thing.
Coach, last year you called in the back. You called Daniel Young a possible steal in that recruiting class here out of Houston. Now you've seen him for a year. He led you all in rushing yards. He's still a steal in that recruiting class from last year?
Well, I don't think he's hidden from anybody. Danny's got a lot of work to do. But he provided us with, again, a guy back there that can break tackles. And that's what we needed with his depleted on the offensive line as we were. We needed a guy that, if it was blocked for 2, he could get you 4. And if it was, blocked for 0, he could get you 2. And he gave us that. But he's got a lot of work to do. But I'm excited that we're going to have him around here for a long time.
Tom, your punter, Michael Dixon, your defense lights out all year. Where do you see the offense right now in the quarterback position heading into the spring?
And before you guys asked, Shane went out at halftime with a pretty good groin strain, and we were going to play him in the second half. Went around, jogged around a little bit, said he felt good, but Sam was playing okay as well, and so we didn't want to put him back in there with gimped up. He got a shot. I was proud of him for doing the things necessary to go back in, and we felt like we were going to be okay without him. Where do I see I don't know. We're work in progress. I mean, we played with. Kendall Moore got hurt once and then got hurt in the fourth quarter with a second-degree MCL sprain. If that game had gone into overtime, I don't know, what we would have done running the football, because we were down to 1 scholarship tight end. We were down to 2 scholarship tailbacks that had played in football games. So I don't I don't know. We're obviously going to judge and be very, very critical of ourselves on that side of the football moving forward in this off season and figure out ways to get better. But it's difficult, to judge, where would we have been with Andrew Beck and Elijah Rodriguez and Connor Williams all season. I don't know. I don't know. And so, but, do we need to do better as coaches, coaching up those true freshmen that are in there? Certainly we do. But, there's not very many teams out there that are lighting the world on fire offensively with true freshman right tackles and true freshman tight ends and true freshman tailbacks and true freshman quarterbacks. You don't see that very often. So we're going to win around here with great defense. And I've said it before, there's been one national championship team since the BCS era that finished outside the top 25 in defense, and I think that was Auburn. They finished 31st, and they had a guy named Cameron Newton pulling the trigger for him too. So, and where do I see the quarterback position? I don't know. They both played pretty well tonight. I was excited. So that'll be a good battle. Heading into the off season. I think neither of them has played so poorly that you can't fathom them being the starter, but neither of them has played well enough to where you're ready to anoint them. So they're going to go compete, and we'll see who makes the most progress here in the next 9 months.
Tom, on your left.
That helps.
Hey,
by the way.
yeah. I had to do it backwards. Missouri had 17 possessions, and 11 of them they started inside their 20. Have you ever had a punter affect the game the way Michael did tonight? And was there
I've never
ever
seen one affect the game the way he did tonight, and I'm glad he's on our team.
Was there ever a point you thought about saying his name?
When he gets his degree from the University of Taiwan, I mean, I don't know. You guys aren't going to bait me into it. We laugh and cut up, and all those guys, when they get their degree, that's the deal.
Coach, obviously in a game that comes down to possessions like this one did and field position, you turned Missouri pretty vanilla with what you limited them to on the field. Was that a key to the game tonight?
Yeah, I think, obviously we had to play well defensively. I mean, we're not built to go beat a Missouri 45-42. We're just not on offense. So we had to, again, you guys realize the quarterbacks we played this year? It is a who's who at that position. I'm expecting Commissioner Bowlesby to knock on the door and say, hey, you got to go play Wyoming in an exhibition game here or something like that. But it is a who's who at that position that we played, and we played pretty dang good against them. But it was another deal, much like Oklahoma State, where it was stop the pass and hope that you can defeat blocks in the run game, because we weren't going to outnumber the run game, which is different than a lot of game plans. So felt like we did an admirable job there. We needed to turn the ball over, or we needed to get turnovers on defense, and we did that at very opportune times, and we scored on one of them.
Coach, if last month I would have told you had to play a bowl game without Connor Williams, Holton Hill, Deshaun Elliott, Chris Warren, Lil Jordan, Toneel Carter, Garrett Gray, and Malik Jefferson, what would you have told me?
Did you say Brewer too in that one?
Oh, and Brewer.
Yeah. I'd have told you we're going to do our best, and that these guys are trained. One of our pillars of our program is called competitive focus, and at the end of the day, it's basically when your number is called, do your teammates know that you're ready? Because one of two things happens, when a guy goes down. Even tonight at the end of the game, Edwin Freeman had to jog in when Wheeler got ejected from the game, and when that happens, when a coach calls on a backup, the entire team, coaches, teammates, everybody, there's only one of two reactions. And it's, hey, man, we're good. I've seen how this guy trains. I've seen how hard this guy works. I've seen how hard he studies. I've seen how he prepares like a pro. I'm excited to watch this guy play because I know he's going to help us. Or it's, oh my God. Don't throw the ball to him. Don't throw it in his direction. Don't run it behind him. Don't, because I've seen how he doesn't prepare, and I've seen how he doesn't study film, and I've seen how he doesn't go hard. That's it. There's no in between. It's either your teammates have the utmost confidence that you're competitively focused, or they don't. And we train our guys on how to do that. And I think. It's not us, it's them, and the buy-in level for them too. And it's the their ability to understand that and really take that kind of coaching and then apply it. And I mean, again, I would have said, is that a choice? Can I do I have to play with all those guys missing? But I would have been confident that what you saw tonight was going to happen.
Tom, Armonte has certainly had an up and down year for you guys this year, but how would you characterize the end of his senior year, and what was kind of the thinking behind getting him the ball on that last play?
The thinking was we wanted to score another touchdown, and we wanted to call a reverse, and we wanted to make sure if we were going to call a reverse that it would have been him, because he's a senior and he has played well for us here down the stretch, and he deserved it by how he's prepared and how he's practiced. So my hat's off to him. He's had a really good last month of the year, and we hope he has continued success. Hopefully playing this game for quite some time. Thanks, Coach. Thank you.